Hello and welcome to another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. In each episode, we take a look at a movie that is featured on Disney+. On this episode, we are going into the world of animation as we take a look at a modern favorite when we look at Big Hero 6. And if you are enjoying these videos, I do ask that you please hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified with each new episode. But for now, sit back and enjoy this episode of Disney Movie Investigation. So like I said, today we are covering Big Hero 6. This movie was released on October 23rd, 2014. It was directed by Don Hall and Chris Williams. It is based on Big Hero 6 comic by Man of Action. And the production companies were Walt Disney Animation Studios, and it was distributed by Walt Disney Pictures. The budget was $165 million, and it did a box office return of $657.8 million. In terms of the production, once Disney acquired Marvel Comics in 2009, Disney CEO Bob Iger encouraged every division of the company to explore Marvel properties that could be developed into Disney projects. When director Don Hall was working on Winnie the Pooh, he came across Big Hero 6 when scrolling through a Marvel database. Hall would pitch the idea to John Lasseter, who was the creative consultant as well as the director of animation studios for both Disney and Pixar. He pitched this as an animated feature, and Lasseter actually agreed and put the project into development. Disney would officially announce the project in June of 2012. While the project was developed exclusively as Disney Animation Studios, Marvel CEO Joe Quesada and Marvel Television Jeb Loeb were actively involved in the production of the story. It was also decided early on that this would be a standalone project and that it would not be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. During the development process, Hall and the design team would actually take a research trip to Carnegie Mellon University's Robotic Institute, where they would be taking a look as well as a tour of the pioneering soft robotics using inflatable vinyl. This would inspire, obviously, the look of Baymax. Initially, Baymax only had a small role, but director Hall changed the direction, saying it was important to develop the relationship between Hero and Baymax. A total of 90 animators would work on the project and would work on combining both Eastern and Western influences on the story as well as the culture of the story. In May of 2013, Disney released concept art of San Fran, Tokyo, and a software program called Dezin would be used to create 700 distinct characters to populate the city. Another program called Bonsai was used to create the city's 250,000 trees. So this was a complex project right from the get-go. In terms of the score, Henry Jackman composed the score, and Fall Out Boy composed the song Immortals, and a soundtrack was released on October of 2014. Ali also recorded the song Story. Then this was exclusive to Japan, and it was released as part of the Japanese release. So in terms of the cast, we have Ryan Porter, who plays Hiro Hamada. Scott Adis does the voice of Baymax. Daniel Henney does Tashida Hamada. TJ Miller provides the voice of Fred. Jamie Chung does the voice of Gogo. Damon Wayans Jr. does the voice of Wasabi. Genedis Rodriguez does the voice of Honey Lemon. James Cromwell as the voice of Robert Callahan. Alan Tudyk as the voice of Alistair Cray. And Maya Rudolph as the voice of Aunt Cass. In terms of the plot, when a devastating event befalls the city of San Tokyo and catapults Hiro into the midst of danger, he turns to Baymax and his closest friends, adrenaline junkie Gogo, Tomogo, Neat Nick Wasabi, chemistry whiz Honey Lemon, and fanboy Fred. Determined to uncover the mystery, Hiro transforms his friends into a band of high-tech heroes known as Big Hero 6. So in terms of the legacy, this film won an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature for 2014. And because of the popularity of the movie, in March of 2016, Disney would announce Big Hero 6, the TV series, was in development. In 2017, The series premiered on Disney Channel and Disney XD. This series takes place after the events of the film, with the majority of the cast returning to voice their characters, with the exception of Damon Wayans Jr. and Fred Miller. In December of 2020, Disney also announced for Disney Plus a short-form series featuring Baymax. This series premiered on June 29th of 2022. In terms of video games, a video game entitled Big Hero 6 Battle in the Bay was released on October 28th, 2014 for the Nintendo DS and the Nintendo 3DS. Hero and Baymax also appear in the video game Disney Infinity 2.0. And a mobile game released to promote the film released called Big Hero 6 Bot Fight on November 3rd, 2014. Most of the Big Hero 6 characters also appear in the Disney's Magic Kingdoms game for the mobile devices, and a world of Big Hero 6 would be featured in Kingdom Hearts 3. In terms of merchandise, Bandai and Funko would release figures based on the characters for the movie. And of course, being Disney, these characters would be featured in the parks. Baymax and Hero would be featured when the movie came out in Disney's Hollywood Studios. Most of the characters appear in Disneyland Paris for autographs and meet and greets. And they actually had their own ride in Tokyo Disneyland called the Happy Ride with Baymax. And this is a rotating car ride, and this opened in September of 2020. And finally, in September of 2022, it was announced at the D23 Expo that San Francisco Square would be a themed land located in Disney's California Adventure. So would I recommend this movie? I think this is a forgotten favorite, as this one kind of was released right after Frozen, so I think it got kind of blocked out by that because everyone was still having Frozen fever. I like the characters, I like the story. It's kind of a combination film with both Marvel and Disney. You take the action of Marvel and the heartfelt storytelling of Disney and you combine the two. I really like the development between Hero and Baymax, and one of the themes that I didn't realize, but when I'm watching it a second time, is how to deal with loss. And I think this is a great aspect of the story when Hero loses his brother, and Baymax is there to kind of step in to heal that relationship. You're dealing with loss in a positive way, saying, well, his brother is no longer there, but he'll always be with you in your heart and in your memories. So definitely one of the positive messages of the film. The movie just kind of, again, does such a wonderful job, and Baymax became the breakout character, I know, for a lot of people. And the other thing about the movie, too, is it leads into the series, which is definitely something I want to check out now that I've seen the movie a couple times. So definitely recommend this movie. So thank you so much for joining us here on Disney Movie Investigation. I would love anyone to please leave a comment on what they thought of Big Hero 6. And as we look forward to our next episode, we are going to continue with our ongoing series of the Planet of the Apes films as we take a look at Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. So until next time, I hope you have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.